The legend of Genghis Khan begins, a name that would echo through the ages, synonymous with conquest and empire. It starts with a boy named Temujin, a name whispered on the wind, carrying the weight of destiny. He was born in 1162 on the harsh Mongolian steppes, a land of unforgiving beauty and brutal realities. The vast expanse would be his training ground, the wind his constant companion. His father, Yasuge, was a minor chieftain, a leader among many, striving for power in a fragmented world. But that offered little safety in a land torn by tribal warfare, where alliances shifted like the sands and betrayal was a common currency. Survival was a daily struggle. When Temujin was just 9, a tender age to face such harsh realities, his father was poisoned by rivals, a treacherous act that plunged Temujin's world into chaos. And his family was abandoned by their own clan, left to fend for themselves in the unforgiving wilderness, cast out like unwanted shadows. Forced to survive on roots and small game, every sunrise brought a new challenge, every sunset a testament to their will to live. Temujin learned the value of resilience, loyalty, and cunning, lessons etched in his heart by the harsh realities of survival. These were the virtues that would shape his destiny. He was captured by a rival clan and enslaved, his spirit tested by captivity and hardship, but managed a daring escape, fueled by an unyielding desire for freedom and a burning ambition. Earning a reputation for courage, a spark of legend ignited in the heart of the young warrior. These hardships shaped his leadership and forged alliances that would define his future, bonds built on shared struggle and mutual respect. Temujin formed a blood brotherhood or anda with Jamuka, a bond of loyalty that would be tested by ambition and fate, and married Borte, strengthening his position and solidifying his claim in a world of shifting allegiances. When Borte was kidnapped by the Merkit, a devastating blow that threatened to unravel everything he had built, Temujin rallied Jamuka and Togrul Khan to rescue her, a desperate gamble that would define his character and test the strength of his alliances. A pivotal moment that proved his leadership, showcasing his unwavering resolve and strategic brilliance. The successful rescue marked Temujin as a rising force in Mongol politics, a leader capable of inspiring loyalty and achieving the impossible. He led with bravery and strategic insight, a keen understanding of the battlefield and the hearts of his warriors, inspiring loyalty among his followers, men who would follow him to the ends of the earth, driven by his vision and charisma. No longer just an outcast, a forgotten son of a fallen chieftain, Temujin began to attract warriors seeking protection and purpose, drawn to his strength and the promise of a better future. His following grew, swelling like a river fed by countless streams, and his reputation spread across the steppe, carried on the wind, a whisper that grew into a roar. The seeds of the Mongol Empire were sown not in luxury, but in hardship and determination, watered by blood and sweat, and nurtured by an unyielding will. Temujin's early years were a crucible, a trial by fire that forged his character and honed his skills, forging the relentless drive that would one day change the world, leaving an indelible mark on the course of history. Every betrayal, every alliance, every battle for survival became a lesson in leadership, shaping his understanding of power, loyalty, and the human spirit. By the time he emerged from obscurity, stepping out of the shadows of his past, Temujin was no longer just a survivor. He was a leader destined to unite the Mongol tribes, a force of nature ready to unleash upon the world. The boy who refused to be broken would become the man who reshaped history, a legend whispered in awe and fear for centuries to come. The journey from abandoned child to conqueror had only just begun, a path paved with blood, ambition, and the unwavering will to power. Temujin's path to power was anything but straightforward. His early life was marked by hardship and loss, shaping him into the determined leader he would become. The Mongol plateau was a patchwork of warring tribes, constantly vying for dominance and resources. These tribes were often fragmented and lacked any central authority. These divisions were often manipulated by outsiders like the Jin dynasty, who sought to exploit the Mongols' disunity for their own gain, playing tribes against each other. Temujin envisioned unity, a radical concept for his time. He dreamed of a single Mongol nation, bound by loyalty and shared purpose, not by blood ties or tribal affiliations. He promoted men based on merit and skill, not on their lineage or social standing, creating a meritocracy that rewarded talent. He actively integrated talented warriors from conquered tribes into his ranks, fostering a sense of inclusion and shared destiny. This new order, based on merit and unity, threatened the old aristocracy and the established tribal hierarchies. This included his former blood brother Jamuka, who saw Temujin's rise as a direct challenge to his own power and influence. Their rivalry, fueled by ambition and differing visions for the future of the Mongols, inevitably erupted into war. Through a series of strategic campaigns and decisive battles, Temujin systematically defeated the major tribes, one by one. Each victory not only expanded his territory, but also brought more followers eager to join his growing movement. This swelled his ranks, solidifying his reputation as a formidable leader and a force to be reckoned with on the steppe. Finally, in 1206, at a great Kurultai, a grand assembly of the Mongol people, the tribes, recognizing his undeniable leadership and military prowess, proclaimed Temujin as Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. Through relentless determination and strategic brilliance, he had forged a disciplined and unified state from the chaos of warring tribes. The first and hardest conquest, the unification of the Mongol tribes, was now complete. The Mongols were no longer a collection of disparate tribes but one people, united and ready to face the world as a single, powerful entity. The age of Genghis Khan, an era of unprecedented conquest and cultural exchange, had officially begun. The world, poised on the brink of a new age, would never be the same, forever changed by the rise of the Mongol Empire. With unity achieved, the stage was set for a transformation unlike any the world had ever seen. Genghis Khan revolutionized warfare, not just through brute force but through innovative strategies and organizational genius. He understood that to conquer he needed more than just warriors. The Mongol army was a disciplined, mobile force, a whirlwind of destruction and conquest, capable of traversing vast distances with incredible speed, its warriors unmatched in horsemanship, spending their entire lives in the saddle, becoming extensions of their steeds, and archery, mastering the art of shooting arrows with deadly accuracy while at full gallop. Genghis Khan broke tribal loyalties, the age-old divisions that had plagued the Mongol people for centuries. He did this by organizing soldiers into mixed units of 10, fostering camaraderie and shared responsibility, then 100, 1,000, and 10,000, creating a cohesive and formidable fighting force. Orders flowed swiftly, ensuring that the army could react quickly to changing battlefield conditions. Discipline was absolute, ensuring that every soldier followed orders without question. And loyalty was to the Khan alone, solidifying his power and ensuring the unity of his army. The Yam relay system, a network of horse stations, allowed for rapid communication, enabling the Khan to control his vast empire from afar. This facilitated movement across vast distances, allowing the Mongols to strike quickly and decisively. Mongol logistics and intelligence, gathering information about their enemies and ensuring their army was well supplied, outpaced every rival, giving them a significant advantage on the battlefield. Failure or cowardice was punished collectively, instilling a sense of shared responsibility and discouraging desertion. This forging an unbreakable fighting spirit, making the Mongol warriors some of the most feared soldiers in history. The Mongols mastered siege warfare, adapting and innovating to overcome even the most formidable fortifications. They did this by learning from captured engineers, incorporating new technologies and tactics into their arsenal. This allowed them to build powerful siege engines, capable of breaching even the strongest walls. Their combination of mobility, allowing them to strike quickly and unexpectedly, and siege tactics made them unstoppable, a force that could not be denied. The Mongol army was not just a force, it was more than just a collection of warriors. It was a phenomenon, a testament to Genghis Khan's leadership and the power of unity. It was reshaping the art of war, forever changing the way battles were fought and empires were built. No city, no army, no kingdom was safe from their reach, as the Mongol Empire expanded across Asia and beyond. Genghis Khan's military machine was ready, fueled by ambition and a thirst for conquest. It was ready to conquer the world, to bring all nations under Mongol rule. The world's greatest war machine, forged in the fires of the steppes, was on the move, and the world would never be the same. The Mongols' true genius lay in their tactics. Genghis Khan and his generals like Subutai used speed and deception and psychological warfare to devastating effect. Their signature move, the feigned retreat, lured enemies into deadly ambushes. Light cavalry harassed and weakened foes, while heavy cavalry delivered the final blow. The Mongols offered surrender and mercy, but resistance brought annihilation. Their reputation for terror spread ahead of them, paralyzing cities with fear. Many surrendered without a fight, knowing the alternative was destruction. The Mongols didn't just win battles, they broke the will of entire nations. Their tactics changed the face of warfare forever. No enemy could predict or withstand the Mongol onslaught. The world trembled before the thunder of Mongol hooves. With the steppe united, Genghis Khan set his sights on China's Jin dynasty. The Mongols bypassed strongholds, ravaged the countryside and cut off supplies, crippling the Jin. They adapted quickly, learning siege warfare from Chinese engineers. The siege of Zhongdu, modern Beijing, was brutal. Starvation and relentless bombardment broke the city. In 1215, the Jin emperor fled and the city fell, sending shockwaves through China. The Mongols gained immense wealth, technology, and administrative skills. They learned to govern vast, sedentary populations, crucial for their expanding empire. The conquest of northern China transformed the Mongols from nomads to rulers. No wall could stop them, no city was safe. The world now faced a new unstoppable power. The Mongol Empire was just getting started. Genghis Khan next turned west, seeking trade with the Khwarezmian Empire. His peace overtures were met with treachery, envoys murdered, merchants executed. The Khan's response was swift and merciless. Total war. The Mongols attacked on multiple fronts, crossing deserts and striking deep behind enemy lines. Bukhara fell, Samarkand fell, their resistance crushed with calculated terror. The Shah fled, his empire collapsing in chaos. In just 2 years, the Khwarezmian Empire was obliterated. The Mongols now controlled the Silk Road, their reputation for vengeance unmatched. The world learned to fear the wrath of Genghis Khan. No insult went unpunished, no empire was safe. The Mongol storm rolled ever westward. The fall of Khwarezm opened the gates to Europe. Generals Jebe and Subutai led a legendary raid, defeating armies from the Caucasus to the steppes of Russia. At the Kalka River, a small Mongol force annihilated a massive Rus-Cuman coalition. The Mongols returned east, bringing back vital intelligence for future invasions. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his successors pressed on. Under Ogedei Khan, Mongol armies swept into Poland and Hungary, crushing all resistance. Only the death of Ogedei halted their advance, sparing Europe from total conquest. The Mongols had shown Europe a glimpse of unstoppable power. Panic and awe swept the continent. The world's balance had shifted forever. The Mongol shadow stretched from Asia to the heart of Europe. The Mongol conquests forged the largest land empire in history, connecting east and west. The Pax Mongolica brought peace, stability, and unprecedented trade along the Silk Road. Genghis Khan protected merchants, punished bandits, and built the Yam relay system for safe travel. Ideas, goods, and technologies flowed freely. Gunpowder, printing, astronomy, and medicine crossed continents. The Yasa, Genghis Khan's legal code, enforced order and loyalty but also granted religious freedom and diplomatic immunity. Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, all were free to worship under Mongol rule. The empire became a bridge between civilizations, inspiring journeys like Marco Polo's. The Mongols didn't just conquer, they connected the world. Their legacy was a global network of trade, culture, and innovation. The world was forever changed by the empire of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan died in 1227, his burial place lost to history, but his legacy endures. He built an empire that spanned continents and shaped the fate of millions. In some lands he is remembered as a ruthless destroyer, in Mongolia as a national hero and unifier. His campaigns brought devastation but also order, law, and unprecedented exchange between East and West. The Pax Mongolica opened the world, breaking barriers and sparking new ideas. His military strategies and meritocratic ideals are still studied today. Genghis Khan's genetic and cultural legacy stretches across Asia. Whether seen as villain or visionary, his impact is undeniable. From abandoned child to world conqueror, Genghis Khan changed history forever. His shadow still falls across the world he helped create. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more history content.